Last week, we just kind of kicked off discussing the unbelievable show, Game of Thrones. You down with GOT?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with GOT?
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. And Drew is, I'm not going to lie to you, he's really an expert on anything and everything Game of Thrones. So maybe you've watched the show, maybe you've never watched the show in your life, and maybe this might pique your interest just a little bit. But Drew, if you can you recap some of the show until now and then and obviously you're not going to spoil anything, right?
No. So this is the final season. So all of our storylines are starting to converge, and they're all going to happen this season. So inside of about 10 episodes. This was number 3 of the season. So what you saw this week was really, really monumental meetups, matchups, things coming together. What I mean is Jon Snow meets up with Daenerys Targaryen, Daenerys Stormborn for the first time ever. Like, this is historical, for a made-up TV show.
Now, why is this historical?
Because Jon Snow is the king of the North. He's kind of the last major Stark, right? And
Are these like enemies meeting?
More or less, yeah. So it was what I thought was going to happen, though, was that they were going to meet and sort of instantly realize this kinship, instantly realize they need each other, and it was going to take the story forward from there. But it was very different than that. I won't say anymore, but very, very interesting, tense, kind of political, the way they came at each other. That was really probably the major thing from this week. And the other side is we saw the Lannisters. So Cersei, who's got to be one of the most hated people in the world, right?
She is evil.
She is purely evil.
And by the way, if you're just tuning in or if you're just joining the show right now, we're talking about Game of Thrones, okay? It's like the biggest show in the world. You down with GOT?
Yeah, you know me.
All right, back. Go ahead.
So we saw Cersei and what she's doing and sort of her starting to get her revenges and get things in order. But the star of this episode, in my opinion, is the star of every time she's on the screen. It's the old lady. Do you know who I'm talking about? What is her name?
Angelina Jolie.
No.
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, sorry.
Are you talking about the old lady whose daughter married Cersei's son?
Yes.
Okay.
Shoot, their name is
okay.
escaping
All right.
me
So
right
the
now.
old lady. Yeah.
The old lady who's she's got the sharpest tongue. She's like one of the oldest people in Westeros.
Okay.
And her family sort of hates the Lannisters. But she's a plotter and a schemer. Every time she's been on the show, she just steals the scene. I mean, her words, she's sharp, she's wise, she's amazing.
By the way, if you watch Game of Thrones and you want to reach out and discuss it, go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/followfitz, and Drew will be like the first to jump on.
Tyrell.
Hey, listen.
Tyrell, that's the name.
Yes, the House of Tyrell.
Yes.
Hey, when it's on again, we should do a live chat on Facebook.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So you could chat with other not only fans of our show, but people who are fans of Game of Thrones.
You know what I find? The reason we do this a couple days out is most people aren't watching it live when it's on, Sunday nights.
Jenna.
Yeah.
You didn't watch this last episode yet, right?
No, I didn't. I'm going to watch it this evening.
I have friends tell me they aren't seeing it until Wednesday or Thursday because that's when they get to their DVR.
Real quick, give me 2 quick predictions of what you just think might be coming up on the next Game of Thrones.
Really, probably the most interesting thing with the House Tyrell, and I think her name's Marjorie or something Tyrell.
Yes.
Okay.
At the end of her scene, we're led to believe that she is going to die. But the thing about Game of Thrones is if we don't see someone die, if we don't watch them die, they usually end up coming back. We usually end up seeing them again. So I think that's going to be an amazing plot twist.
All right, we're going to wrap it up right there. You down with GOT?
Yeah, you know me.
The sky is our ceiling, the ground is our floor, and the country is our one big happy home. Oh yes, brothers and sisters.
It's the Fitz Show.